back with Unforgettable
Hey, yo.
Conversations, Season 3, Episode 9. We have the lovely Kez here today. Shout out to her podcast, which will be in the description. Hear Me Out with Lula and Kez. Go check it out. Hit the subscribe button, the like, and go check out our shorts
videos
that help support us, and that bell notification, and hit all.
Yep.
And today,
in fact, we'll wait. Go ahead and go do that right now.
yeah, go do that right now. We'll wait for you right now.
Pause it.
Go.
Pause.
Go.
Okay.
We're back.
We're back.
You're back.
You're back.
You're back.
Exactly.
We've been here.
We've been here.
We were waiting for you.
We're actually waiting for you. Okay, so today we're going to be answering some more questions that will help our viewers and newcomers to the channel get to know us a little bit better. I'm your host, Lido. We have the Skipper, Donnie Darko, and the lovely Kez.
Whoop whoop. Okay,
And
Dizzle.
today we're going to be answering some icebreakers, and then we're going to go deeper and deeper and deeper
And deeper.
and deeper questions. Okay, Donnie, start it off. What's our icebreaker?
Icebreaker. We've got. Have you ever collected anything? If so, what? Now, the way we play this game, is it
You
just
answer.
us or
everyone
everybody's gonna?
answers.
Okay.
I know we all answer.
So I collect actually Funko Pops. Now, I have friends, I have family who also collect Funko Pops. They have a lot more than me.
This is
Unfortunately, but I like my little humble collection.
I think your collection is unique.
It's
There's a lot of
unique
cool stuff in there.
A lot of cool random stuff. A lot of
Darth
like
Maul,
one of my cousins
Stormtroopers.
has like a Spider-Man theme, which is pretty cool. I want to have a theme. That'd be really cool to have. I just don't know what. So I have like Marvel, I have Star Wars, I have DC, Ninja Turtles. And actually, the two top Ninja Turtles, those are actually really cool because they are. It's a collaboration with Ninja Turtle and Power Rangers. Ooh. So you could see, Raphael is the Red Ranger, and I think Michelangelo is. Was there an Orange Power Ranger? I don't think so.
No,
But regardless, he's it's a collaboration with them. So
Cool.
nice.
yeah, that's my little collection. Yeah.
Alex,
What do I collect? I like to collect
Memories.
sad ones.
I was gonna say something even funnier. I was like X's.
Oh my goodness.
I learned from this guy.
It's only funny when I say it. I'm just kidding.
Just because Kez is here, I'll just slap you. What do I like to collect? I like to collect. I'm trying to think.
I was gonna
Patches.
say another one.
Patches?
Another really
Are
funny
those
one.
things called
What?
patches? The ones you have in your car?
Like
My truck.
broken
Yeah, but I
hearts.
don't collect those. I just bought like one
They
Broken
set.
just give them to you?
Yeah, no, I bought it
Promises?
myself.
Guns.
Guns. I don't like to collect those either. I mean, I have a set. Okay, I like to collect keychains. So whenever
That's weird. No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
Oh,
Actually,
but
yeah,
Funko Pops
yeah.
is it?
Keychains. That's very common, actually. No, keychains are actually really common too as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
probably
I guess I
more
collect
common
just
than-
common things.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I just like to collect keychains from wherever I go, or some people will bring me keychains from their little travels.
I brought you some
Yeah,
before.
he brought me one. James, he brought me some from Greece as well, and then my brother's girlfriend, she brought me one from. The most recent one was from. She went to Jordan, the country of Jordan, and she brought me one, and she's got me one from her, and my brother got me one from Costa Rica, and then every other city I've gone to, like in Mexico or in Europe, I've gotten keychains. Yeah,
I thought you liked patches.
I just have
Yeah,
some
that's
He
patches,
what I
likes
said.
patches.
but I don't collect them. Like I just have those that I bought from Amazon. That's it.
I got you a patch from Santorini.
That is true.
Oh,
Is that the only one that's like?
No, he has all the ones that
mine-
he has in his.
but they're not from like.
But they're not from places. huh?
No.
No,
Oh, come.
they're just like different styles.
Yeah.
Mm.
What about you, Joe?
I like collecting comic books and cards, like collectible cards. Like I know for my birthday not so long ago, James gave me a Tom Brady gold-plated and graded card.
Oh
It was
yeah.
awesome. So thank you, James. If you're listening to this, we appreciate you.
Santiago.
He's a great bro,
Santiago.
amigo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And what about you, Kes? What do you like to collect?
I haven't collected anything in a while. I mean, with Joel, we do the magnets now when we travel. But when I was younger, my mom and I did a quarter collection when the
the
quarters
States?
first started to come out with the States.
That is so cool.
That's
It took
actually cool.
us. She started actually when I think I was 4. I think that's when it started.
Yeah.
And we didn't finish it until I want to say 2013. That's when we got, I think, Hawaii and Alaska when they
Cool.
finally had come out.
And so you actually collected all of them?
You have all
Yeah,
50
she
states?
she has all the 50
Oh,
states
that's so cool.
because she started it, but that was the only thing that I can remember like finishing with her.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, aside from that, would just be the
Magnets.
Yeah, the magnets
Crazy.
from everywhere we've traveled to.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All 27 states. Nice.
27.
There's
What are we?
more than 27
1846?
All right, Alex, what's your icebreaker?
Icebreaker. All right. And what was your first car, or what would you like your first car to be? Okay, we've all had first cars.
Yeah.
My first one was a white 1988 Toyota Corolla. It was a little box shoe car. It would only travel at a speed of 60 miles per hour. That was the fastest, and it was my first love, my first car. Yep.
His first love.
First love?
Yeah, you ride your first car. It's your
First
first
kiss
love.
too, huh?
First kiss,
Yeah.
first everything.
Wow.
Good.
That's crazy.
Danny hasn't had a car.
What direction are we doing?
Go for it.
Well, are we doing? Should I, okay, I'll go.
It'll go
All
this way.
Oh, which way? I didn't.
Joel, just go. We're gonna go.
Go ahead. Just go.
My first car was a 2001 or 2000 Mercury Sable. It was a hand-me-down that I bought off of my sister, which technically wasn't a hand-me-down. It was a trash car that didn't last long, and eventually I got rid of it for like $500.
Is this the car that I would only drive right or left?
Yeah. So you couldn't really turn left, so you had to make a lot of rights, and it was because the power steering went out.
Was this the car that every time you braked, it honked?
Beep, beep.
Oh,
No, that was
uh,
a different car. That was
different car.
yeah, that wasn't mine. I don't even know whose car that was.
I think that was my dad's.
I think it was my dad's.
Yeah.
When he
Every time
got
you
in a car
brake-
accident, they wired it. The wiring got all messed up, and you'd
They
hit the
wired
brake.
the horn with the brakes or something.
Yeah, or something like that.
Like
I don't know.
I'm guessing they somehow wired the horn with the brake lights. So I'm guessing
Or
whenever the
something.
brake
It was just
lights
a bad
would go
connection.
on,
Wow.
whenever the
It was
brake lights
weird.
would turn on, the horn would.
Like it would be the whole time, like beep.
Yeah. So if they're braking, like
It would honk.
it would honk,
the whole time.
until like
oh
they'd
my
stop.
gosh.
and you couldn't hit
so
reverse.
if you're not parked, but if you're like at a stoplight, it's just honking. Yeah.
And you
Oh,
couldn't-
that's
and you
fun.
couldn't
Pretty
go reverse.
Sounds like a
embarrassing, you know.
prank. That sounds like you would
It-
do that as a
yeah.
prank.
It was
This
pretty
was after a
embarrassing
car
because
accident, yeah.
one time I got picked up from
I would just never brake.
somebody. It was my dad's car, but I think I got picked up by Jackie or Sarah. I think it was Jackie actually. And we were right by my high school, and with the windows down and everything, and we'd be she would brake at the stoplight, and the windows are down, and it's just honking, and everybody's looking at her like dogging her out and stuff, and she's like, "I'm sorry." It's like she's trying to explain it, but it's like, just don't. Why are you
No
even trying to
one- no
explain
one's
it? Like
gonna
nobody's gonna
understand.
understand it. Like they're gonna look at you like that. And me, I was just like, "Yeah, we're honking, so what?" So, yeah,
That's insane.
that was a
That's
funny
crazy.
little story.
What about you?
My first car, I'm not sure if it was a 1994 or 1995, but it was a Honda Civic. It was a gray Honda Civic. Old school. Small. Felt like
Old.
I was driving on the ground, literally. It was the first car I also got in a car accident. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. What? She wasn't an accident, dude.
Okay, not-
detail.
Not the. Sorry, I was just trying to picture. Never mind.
You gotta get in a
car accident?
You know what's so sad is that
Well, I mean, you made it through. That's what I'm
I
saying.
made it
Nice.
through.
That's what I'm saying.
but like I was downtown Oxnard and I was literally like just driving. Oh wait, you're not supposed to say your locations, right?
I,
As long as you
There's
don't
a
incriminate
bunch of
yourself.
Cars
I don't live
aren't
here
in the
anymore.
world.
Anyways,
we are.
so
in-
like I'm driving downtown and I see this guy. He's driving like a Lincoln Navigator, and he's not looking at his phone. And I'm like, he's starting to get into my lane, and I'm honking like he's gonna get in my lane, and he doesn't see me, and I'm like, I'm gonna get hit. Like there wasn't enough time for me to either swerve out or get out of the way. It was just like he's coming my direction, and my car was so small that he kicked me back, and I just like braked and like was waiting, and I had my window down. He lowered his window, and he was like, "You're okay," and then he just drove off.
What?
Wait, he left? It was a hit and run?
It was a hit and run, and I didn't know what to do. I was like,
What?
You should have been like, I broke my neck. Come back over here, or else I'm gonna
I
sue
want to
you.
say I was 18 or 19. I don't know how
First
old I was,
accident?
and
Yeah,
I
people
just
don't know.
parked to the side and cried.
Oh.
And I called one of my friends, and they were like, "Call your mom." And I called my mom, and she was just like, "Well,
Call one of your friends.
you didn't."
I'm gonna say something, because for you and for anyone in the future, first thing to do, call 911. People decide to call their friends, their
But
family.
it was a hit and run.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
had
Call
no,
911.
I had no information. That's what I thought. And my mom was
yeah.
also like, "Well, you're not gonna get anything."
You
out
had a
of it."
description of the vehicle, maybe not the license plate, but
Either way, you can still make a report, and then if like somehow there's another hit and run or another accident, like hey, there's car matches the car that was involved in another possible accident earlier.
True. I could have saved another life.
Maybe video
okay.
cameras too. Maybe there was,
Yeah.
some
I was
footage.
just thinking purely of like, they're not gonna get me anything for my car. That was it.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that was
sorry
my
to
hit
hear
and
that.
run.
did you say your car?
My car was like a 1990. I think it might have been 1990. Honda Civic, Honda Accord. Never got to drive it. Yeah,
Not
This
there.
car.
yeah, it's this car. I got my permit. Well, my parents said, okay, we got you this car. It was a hand me down from my sister. And they said as soon as you get your permit, you're gonna be able to drive it. Got my permit, still wasn't able to drive it. They said as soon as you get your license, you're gonna be able to drive it. Before I could get my license, we parked it. This was back when we were living in an area where it was very high. It was hard to park in
On Vineyard?
again locations, but it's an area.
Congested.
It's a very congested area for parking. So my pops parked it on like a
Shopping
shopping center,
Then it got towed.
and we thought it got towed. We were calling the
Tow yard.
tow yard. They said they never got it. It was actually stolen. It was stolen. By the time we got it back or we found it, there was no engine in the car.
Battery was gone.
The car
Just
battery
the
was
leather
gone.
seats.
The actual
There was no
seat
leather seats.
covers
Because they
were
stole
removed. They stole the seat.
They actually
yeah.
Oh my god.
And
Yeah.
the baby stroller in the back seat.
The baby was on the back
trunk.
seat. Yeah. So all that happened, and I was just like, I never even got to drive this car.
So your first car, you never even
my
drove
first car, I never got to drive.
Wow.
Oh.
Sucks, dude.
Yeah,
Well,
and then we got to say our dream cars, right?
No, it just says
Sure,
if
just
you
said-
don't have a car or you've never had a first car, what would it be?
So
okay,
yeah, technically would be dream car. What's your dream car?
Chevy Bel Air, 57,
school.
57 Chevy
Okay.
Bel Air. But I'd like to modify it to where it's I can't drive manual, so I would want to have it like an automatic transmission, and
Weak.
yeah.
I would like to get probably like a early.
Charger, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Dodge Charger, but not the newer ones. I mean, those are sick.
Yeah.
The new SRT or SXTs are nice, but I would want a Dodge Charger like an 88, and for sure standard. That'd be fun. What about
Me?
you?
I'd debate between either getting
Honda Civic or Honda?
Dodge Ram 2500, the diesel ones, or some type of sedan or SUV that would be like somewhere around a Genesis, the company.
Those are sick, yeah.
All their vehicles are awesome from the inside and outside, so I like them.
Question: what's so good about the diesel?
It's green.
Right? Is that
The pump is green.
No.
the pump is green? That's all I know out of it too.
More power, better gas mileage.
Yeah, diesel
Really?
lasts
Yeah,
longer.
the gas actually lasts longer. Specifically, the model that I like, there's been just a lot of great reviews. Mainly, the reason I want it is because of the interior, not really because of the engine. But the engine is very reliable.
Why?
So-
Is diesel more expensive though?
Diesel is more expensive,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it lasts longer.
but it lasts longer.
So does it kind of weigh out in the same either way?
It kind of weighs out the same, but I think for what I would want it for,
Mm-hmm.
I think you could go either or, because I think what I would want it for is to eventually tow a trailer with it.
Okay, so you kind of want more,
not a mobile
more power.
home, but like an Airstream.
Mhm.
So you want that more power.
An airstrip.
Airstream, like
Oh, I was like,
the tin cans.
oh,
Airstream.
The Winnebagos.
The Winnebagos, like not a mobile. It's not a mobile
I
home.
could go
It's
for
kind of like
bagel.
an RV.
Like an RV that you
Yeah.
tow behind in the truck.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
yeah. A bagel
probably-
does sound nice.
yeah,
All right.
a super bagel.
Hmm.
If you watch my face throughout the whole time as they're mentioning numbers, I feel like the guy from The Hangover that has all the things all over his face because I don't know numbers. Like, I don't know like any of that. All I know is that I want a Lexus and I want it to be white on the outside, black in the interior. I don't know a specific model, but probably the latest. And yeah,
So like a
so your dream
RX
car.
350.
I like the logo of the Lexus and I like how
I
the
like it
front
too.
looks. I think it looks luxurious.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, it's a luxury
I want
car.
a small one, not the big ones.
Yeah, like a
Right.
sedan, a 4-door.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I had you remember my gray silver car, the
Don't-
ES350?
Don't compare
The
that
Lexus one?
to.
It's a nice one. You could definitely.
She said newer.
She said newer.
Well, it
She
was
said
way
luxury.
newer. Well, it was way newer than your car, that's for sure, and better.
Oh.
Which one?
My 2007 Lexus ES350. You remember it?
Yeah, it was nice. I liked it.
Lexus. I get it mixed up with the other white wine. The Nissan was it Nissan?
No, he had an Infinity.
The Infinity. I get that one mixed up with that one. The Lexus, I actually don't remember it.
Penny
All right.
yeah.
Next icebreaker. What is the hottest accent to have?
If it's not Jamaican, I don't know what it is.
What accent do you have?
It's not the Yucateco, for sure. It's not. My family
How would
doesn't
you do
have
it?
the best.
No, it's not about if you can do it.
I can do it.
Can you do it? Do it.
Yeah. I need like a line to say.
I think it's very attractive. Those that speak with
where's
an
the bathroom?
English accent.
¿Dónde
That's
está
great.
el baño?
That's not Yucateco.
That's not how we speak.
That's kind of how it goes.
¿Dónde está el baño?
¿Dónde está el
Vete al
baño?
baño. That's how
Vete
they
para
speak.
el baño. Tengo que ir
That's
al
not
baño.
attractive. There's no way they could be like,
Yeah, that's not attractive.
te ves tan hermosa. Like, there's no
Te
way
ves
that.
tan hermosa.
No.
For
Estás
me,
bonita,
for me,
estás bien
Australian or
bonita.
New Zealand accent.
Nar.
Zealand?
I just know that if
Yeah.
you're trying to say no in Australian, you're supposed to say NOR, right?
No.
Nar or NAR. Nar.
Nar.
Nar.
Nar.
And like they're supposedly
Really?
you're saying like
Nah,
no.
No.
Nar.
No.
Nah, mate.
Hey, mate, have you seen my ute?
You're what?
Yeah, that's Australian.
You're what?
A U is actually a truck.
Good night, mate. Have you seen my ute?
My U, yeah, my truck.
Yeah.
Danny, what's okay? What,
Oh.
Jeez, I don't know.
British,
Mm,
My
lot of
name is
people-
Olga.
I don't know if I like British.
Russian,
Russian.
Russian's just too. I feel
German.
like she'd win the fight. You know, if she was Russian.
You come here now.
You come here
Albanian.
now. Okay, babe. You know.
Albanian,
I don't know.
Armenian?
Trying to think.
Albanian.
Maybe like Spaniard, or maybe like French, or
French.
maybe
Which
Italian.
one, dude? You're saying three
How
different
you
languages.
say?
How you say? You know. I don't know. I don't know if I really
Comment ça va?
find other.
Comment ça va?
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui.
English accent.
Maybe
for me.
like
Nine?
there's how there's Mexican Spanish, but then there's like Spain Spaniard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe
Castilian?
like Spain Spaniard.
Castilian.
Spain
You know?
Spanish.
Castilian
Yeah.
Spanish.
What?
Castilian.
Spanish.
Castilian, whatever that is.
Okay.
Spanish.
English accent. But I enjoy listening to the Irish accent.
Cheerio.
Yeah, the English accent.
I might,
British. Just
Cheerio.
very nice.
Oh, what
Lucky
about
Charms.
Irish?
but I
Irish?
would say Irish.
How'd you do an Irish one?
I don't know.
Go on, yeah, you have the.
I'm trying to think of McGregor.
Do you have the time? How did they say it?
Do the diamond. Do the
Yeah, there you go.
diamond.
Yeah,
I don't know where I'm going now. It's like
That's pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah, I want some Lucky Charms
Irish
on.
is good. Okay.
All right. Next icebreaker.
It says, is this yeah. Do you sing in the car? What about in the shower? That's literally the
I
question.
think we had that question.
Really?
I sing all the time.
Do you sing in the car?
I do sing in the car. I sing
Like
two like Christian
loud.
songs. Oh,
I scream
no.
in the car.
Not loud.
I scream in the car.
That's literally what I just said.
Oh, did you say? Oh, I thought.
Just scream?
Obviously,
no, I don't.
like,
I
Menaces
don't
do that.
No, I sing in the car. I sing in the shower. I'll sing in my room. I'll sing everywhere.
I get down.
Yeah.
Both.
I think we all
Yeah.
sing.
I have concerts in the shower when Joel's not home. Or when he
Do you get a lot of reverb in your shower, like a lot of echo?
no.
Dude, there is a lot of echo in there, so I love
Really?
it.
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome.
I'll take my guitar in there and just start playing.
You know, at our church in that lobby, that's
Yeah.
the best place to have like,
Really?
echo. It's so crazy.
I was
This
actually
is
thinking
personal.
of the youth room too.
Or the youth room
Youth room
has
is
really
really
good
good too,
echo.
but
But
yeah.
there's so many times when I'm alone where I like just stop and I'll sing. And I'm always like, this is the day that my boss or my coworker are going to walk in and I'm not going to hear them. And I'm like halfway through the song
Yeah.
and I'm going to have an awkward encounter of just like,
What are you doing?
like, what am I doing? But
And it's
the
like right
echo
at
is
the
just
high note?
amazing. It's amazing. You have to sing there.
Your mid high note.
Yes.
Sheesh.
At the highest.
So yeah, I think everybody
Everybody sings
yeah.
everybody
in-
sings in the car in the
Car, shower.
All right, Danny,
car wash
let's get
too.
deeper.
Your first deep.
My first deep. Let's see. Which of your friends has the coolest job? Huh.
I feel like mine's
Coolest
pretty
job.
boring. in general.
We've got a plumber. We've got a
I'm the plumber.
we've got a call taker.
Call center.
You're over
Call
here, a
center.
call girl.
And then we've got
Secretary.
a secretary who works in the church.
No, financial administrator.
Financial
Come on.
administrator.
Come on.
Financial administrator. Okay.
I do finance.
It doesn't have to be us.
I think Kez, honestly.
I do have the coolest job.
I feel like she does.
I'll be honest.
Because you're working in your church. I mean,
I have the
You could
coolest
sing.
job, not because
can sing?
of
Sing
the
in church?
finances. I have the coolest job because I'm in every event. So like the Christmas shop or like
coming up.
community fair. I do a lot of other stuff that don't really like part of my job like last year was to go to Ross and buy a bunch of toys
That's
for
fun.
$1,000. And I'm
I
just
remember
at
that. That
Ross
was
and
crazy.
just buying toys.
and you can just milk the OT. No, I'm joking.
That's not how it works.
Oh,
That's
man.
the only reason why I would say me. But between the three of them, I would say Danny.
Hey,
I would
And an
be
X-ray?
the
That's
X-ray
actually kinda
technician
cool.
for sure.
You could kill someone.
you
Just hoping there's that one person that has like a toothbrush
You could
up
kill
there.
someone as a plumber too.
You know,
you could.
Oh yeah,
You-
probably. But
You could kill someone as a secretary
You
too.
could kill someone as a call taker. Where you
Why-
work.
I would not have the like mental stability to handle your job.
I can't even do
think
it.
I
I
would
don't know
get
how I
really
could.
scared, to be honest.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's
Like, I need help. Yeah, you do. Call 911.
this is 911. I'm already calling you.
I'll forward you
Oh.
to my boss.
I'd be like,
Like
please
if there's
hold.
someone calling that's like,
Please hold.
hey, I'm calling because I feel like killing my mom.
Oh,
Like I feel like I'd just be like, don't.
Well, do it.
Don't do it.
Just don't do
Alex
it.
is over here like, why?
Why?
Does she
Like-
deserve
What'd
it?
she do to you?
But why?
What'd she do to you?
What'd you do to her?
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah, no, that's a
Please
crazy
hold.
job.
All right, next question. Let's
Is
get
it
deeper.
my turn?
Yeah,
Deep or deeper?
deep.
Okay. What's
Yeah,
something that you don't get the hype about and why?
Apple no. I'm just kidding.
The hype about. Anybody? I'm trying to think of something. Oh, celebrities. I'm not
yeah,
into
like famous
celebrities.
actors.
I'm not like one of those people. I don't care. You know, if you're not doing something to better this world, if you're not preaching about the like preaching about God first of all, and then if you're not trying to better the world in a sense,
Society.
yeah, then I don't care about you. Not that I don't care about you. It's just I don't care. You know, you don't affect my life. Why even bother, right? I'll definitely like what's it called? Like point out like, oh yeah, so and so like this actor or this singer or this political figure, is doing something to better the world. Like that amazes me. And I just, in my mind, I'm encouraging them. I'm praying for them. And, we need more people like that in the world.
Yeah, I won't use that because you already used it, but I do agree with you because I feel I've seen celebrities before, but I don't get like, oh my gosh, like did you see them? Like, or like I saw can we name drop celebrities?
Yeah.
I guess it's fine, right? I saw Jamie Foxx the other day, well, actually a couple months ago. I was on my break. I was on my lunch break and I saw him and he was sitting like right there, like, just perfectly. And somebody went up to, to take a picture with him. And I was thinking like, should I take a picture? And I just saw like, he was kind of not annoyed, but like he just, so I was just thinking like, no, I'm going to give him a space. Like I'm sure people go up to him all the time, and ask for pictures, so I didn't ask for anything. I just wanted to, respect his space. But yeah, I didn't get so hyped up about like, oh my gosh, that's Jamie Foxx. Like I've seen him in a movie. Like that's good as that's the same for me. So yeah,
I think I'd say concerts.
concerts.
Concerts. I don't get them. I don't understand them.
I kind of agree with that too.
Why?
Wait, have you ever gone to a concert?
I feel like it's a Dodger game.
Have you ever gone to a
And
concert?
Dodger games as well.
No, but have you ever gone to a concert?
Yeah, I actually have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Small one, not like a big one, but
Mm.
I feel like that and Dodger games are just, I don't get it.
All right. What about
Dodger,
you guys?
yeah, I mean Dodger games are experience.
I went in a completely different direction. No offense to anyone in this room because I was in the team as well. I think I don't get the hype with only focusing on someone that's on the praise team as a romantic partner. So that's like, I was in the praise team. And so I'm not trying to hate on my own past, but I don't think like if you're trying to find someone in the church and you're like only focusing on like whoever's up
Is that
there,
a hype?
I feel like that's hype.
Yeah.
I feel like it's still hype.
Yeah,
Rock
I
solids.
honestly didn't know that.
Like it's still important. And
They're Christian famous people. They're
Oh,
you know what it is?
okay, I
that's
see what
that's
you mean.
another
Yeah.
hype. Like I would say like
Famous. Yeah. Okay.
maybe
agree.
that like if you haven't watched last week's episode of ApoCon, make sure to watch it. But like that was another thing that I think I felt like, yes, I think that the services were great, the concert was great, but I was never into like hyping a person up because at the end of the day, the way that I see it is like we're all brothers and sisters in Christ, and like
Right.
you are no better than I am, and I'm no better than you.
We're all
you know
equal.
that person up there is no better than
The next
the usher. I always bring the usher because I feel like they're the most like
overlooked.
overlooked ministry. And when you see these people sometimes like have a certain air of arrogance, it's kind of like, dude,
Like they own this.
here
Check
you're
yourself.
famous,
Yeah.
maybe, but like out there nobody knows who you are. Like
Your dog water.
it's like
Yeah, and you can even take that a step further. Like, maybe you're famous here, but are you going to be famous in heaven?
Right,
Are you going to be
right.
famess in hell?
Dog water in heaven.
That,
too.
you know.
so that,
Will,
sorry,
will,
that-
will
that-
hell know your name? You know.
But if we're talking about something that I feel like is maybe hype in like today's culture, like or something along those lines,
You guys are dog water, by the way.
I think Taylor Swift is too hyped. I don't know. That's
T-Swizzle.
probably,
T-Swizzle.
you know.
The fact that you guys said T-Swizzle right now.
Yeah, but other than that,
She hyped though. But yeah, honestly, I
All
I agree
That was a
with
good
any
one.
of
Let's
those.
go to
Next deep.
Oh, I didn't answer mine, but that's fine. I agree.
what's your hype?
I thought you said
Um,
it was like mine.
I agree with yours. I was
Oh.
going to use it because it was yours. Did everybody go?
I think
Yeah.
you were the one that.
What was
went.
yours?
You said something about Jamie Foxx.
Oh, well, I was just agreeing with him.
celebrities.
The
You're
celebrities.
Celebrities.
I said
That's
concerts and Dodger
Dodger
Oh
games.
yeah.
Oh, like
So-
sporting
I said
events.
people. Some people.
Some people.
Oh, you know what? For me is like luxury clothes, like Gucci,
Oh yeah.
Versace. Like
oh yeah.
for me, it's like I like shoes. I like kicks. Like if there's nice kicks, I'm down. I'm willing to spend a pretty penny for them. But there comes a certain point with like shirts, like Gucci and those like really really high end stuff, and I'm just like, at the end of the day, it's just it's just a fit.
I would agree with that.
You're gonna spend all that, but
That money when you can easily spend that same
Yeah.
amount
Yeah.
of money at Target.
And even for the people
Walmart.
that do have it, and it's like,
Walmart
yeah,
shirts.
you can make a case like, oh,
Pro club shirts.
well, you have the money, like, go ahead and spend it. Yeah, but you have the money, go ahead and save it.
That's
So,
true.
I don't know.
Okay.
My 2 cents.
Next question. It was my turn, right?
Yeah.
If you were in trouble and had to flee the country, where would you go hide?
Easy for me.
Go ahead,
if I'm
Alex.
if I'm gonna have
Oh.
fun, London.
Yeah.
That is the
I like
most
London.
that is the most watched place in the world. Like do you have
That's
any
why.
idea?
You really think that they're gonna expect me to go there?
Yeah.
They don't need to
They'll
expect
find you
to
there.
go there. They'll find you.
Okay, fine. Then.
MI6 will
They
find
have
you.
really advanced technology over there.
Yeah, Liam Neeson will find you.
All right, fine then. New York.
The Queen will find you.
That,
No, no, no,
that's
no,
a
never
busy place,
Yeah, I'd probably go
Too expensive though.
Tokyo.
Tokyo. Yeah, maybe.
That'd be
Although
cool.
you'd stand out,
Yeah.
so it'd have to be somewhere you don't stand out.
Well, that's why I already know where Alex would go.
Yeah. Danny knows. Kez, do you know where I'm gonna go?
Mexico City.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, somewhere in Mexico.
Yeah, just Mexico.
I was going to
Mexilandia.
say something else, but that's revealing something. I would go to somewhere in Montana and live with the Amish.
Amish paradise.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
No technology.
No
Amish.
Can't find you.
technology, completely like off the radar.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. Singapore would be kind of cool.
Singapore. Yeah.
You know, it's a wealthy area. It's very nice. A lot of great foods. A lot of different diversities. You know, a lot of nice.
Dubai.
Just
the way,
Singapore.
the way you said that sounded like
Wouldn't
out
you
of
still stick
experience.
out though?
So
Nah.
like, the troll in me wanted to ask, like, so you've been?
So what?
So you've been?
Yeah, I've been. Yeah, it's a very great place. You know, humble people.
You've never
he's
been
never
there.
been there.
He's never
Restaurants
been
are
there.
great.
Never been there.
Restaurants
Never
are climate's
You don't even know the
tip-top.
climate.
Yeah.
All right.
From what I've heard.
All
I've
right,
heard
so
and read. You know.
Singapore, Mexico,
Yeah.
probably I don't know, Japan or somewhere,
Korea
Korea, and then
and Amish in Montana.
Amish, Montana style. Okay, next person.
What TV show friend group is most like yours?
Oh.
So, How I Met Your Mother, Friends,
Modern Family.
Superstore.
It better not be like
Suits.
Friends. Friends, everybody like everybody hooks up with each other.
That is true.
I
is
feel like so. It's
true.
like I hope it's not like Friends.
Same thing with How I Met Your Mother, though.
Yeah,
They all kind of hooked up with each other.
I mean,
No, we're Lily and Marshall.
Lily and Marshall.
You guys are Lily and Marshall.
Barney had there's
We're Barney and Robin. No,
this is Ted. Right
I
here.
am
This is Ted.
Oh my
Alex is Ted.
oh my gosh.
There's no
Uh.
single guy that's like just
Like Barney.
Barney.
You know.
Mm.
You'd
Danny
I would be Robin?
you would be Robin in the friend group, but honestly, I was just thinking.
I
like,
guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Lily Marshall.
I'm fine with that.
I'm Ted.
And Ted,
Am I Lily
but-
or are you? Are you Lily?
In the show, I'm hot, so everybody thinks I'm hot. So in the show,
We dated.
I don't want to talk about it.
For me personally, I don't think because it's just me and Lula. Shout out to you, Lula, and hear me out, Lula. I don't.
So my Carly type of stuff.
I don't think
Hannah
friend.
Montana.
I don't think there's a show that shows our friendship.
Yeah.
Well, iCarly and what's
Sam?
It's Carly and Sam.
It's Carly and Sam,
Carly
but then
and
there's
Sam.
Freddie. There's a love triangle. There's no love triangle over here.
Mm,
Teletubbies.
There's got to be one where it's just a best, like two best
Two
friends. Phineas and
girls.
Ferb.
those are.
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and
Oh,
Jerry.
SpongeBob and Patrick.
SpongeBob and Patrick too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be the SpongeBob. No, but then she'd be like, boo.
Joel will be Gary. Oh, she'll be.
Joe will be Gary.
I don't know.
You would be Squidward.
You would be
and you're
Squid.
Mr. Krabs.
And you have a daughter. Pearl.
Oh, that's right. Who's my daughter? I don't know.
I don't think there really
If-
is one.
if
The
it was-
Office. What
if-
about The Office? Jim, Pam.
Oh,
Okay,
Jim, Pam.
okay.
You're
I'm not Dwight. I'm not Dwight.
No.
You're
I'm not Andy either.
You're Daryl. You're Daryl, dude.
Like
Toby.
Daryl?
No, you're
So
Daryl.
I'm not Toby.
He's not Toby.
No way I'm
Daryl.
Toby.
He's
you're
Daryl.
Daryl.
Oh man.
Alex is.
You would be Michael.
Alex would be Michael.
I'll be
Oh
Michael.
my gosh, you
Okay,
would be
aside
Michael.
from his
What?
like
Quirky,
erratic
this is dumb.
behavior,
You're right.
like he really
no,
wanted
include
love,
the include the
somehow-
radical
and he
behavior.
ended up with his love.
Oh my
and
God.
he had a really happy ending. You would
Happy
be
ending.
Michael. Yeah.
Maybe I would be Dwight because we'd be
But
fighting on.
and then
yeah.
you also take it too far.
Oh,
You are Michael.
Wow, The Office.
The Office.
Okay, Jim, Pam, Michael, and who are you?
Wait, no, that
Right,
wouldn't
because
work.
you would argue with me. Although.
No, Daryl. He plays the
okay,
piano.
well,
What's the other guy? That he ends
Yeah.
up becoming a supervisor. Takes over.
Andy?
Mike.
Andy.
Andy?
You're Andy because he
he's always
sings.
singing.
Oh, I guess. But he also has like anger issues.
That's why you.
What?
Come on.
I don't have anger issues. Are you saying I have
Go
anger?
punch a wall.
Yeah,
Get out of
okay.
my room.
Get out of my room.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
There's
That's
only,
the closest one that I can kind of
three.
think of. Yeah.
All right.
Wait, who would be Lula?
Lula ends up being Angela.
She's gonna hate me. No.
That ends up being your best friend.
She can be Kelly.
She has a cat.
She can be Pam. She can be. What's the weird one? What's her name?
Phyllis?
Is it Meredith?
Meredith.
She can be
Meredith?
Phyllis.
She has to be Angela.
Wait,
She can't be Jen or Janet
Maybe
or
I'm
Jen.
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 Jen
Jennifer.
Livingston. Oh, you know what? I could be Kevin.
You know what? Maybe she's Dwight.
You think she? Oh, she could be Dwight.
You
Yeah,
know,
and
she
you know
would
what?
argue with Pam.
No,
like
no.
she knows a lot.
Listen, Pam and Dwight are actually best friends.
That is true. They do.
So,
become really
That's
good
true.
friends.
And then I was thinking James and Jackie could be who's the guy, the
Kelly and
refrigerator guy, the
Oh,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
my gosh, yeah, Phyllis
I
and
love to make
Jackie's Phyllis.
Bob's
Bob
It's
Refrigeration.
Bob from Bob's Refrigeration.
Bob
Every single
Refrigeration.
time.
Oh, I
James
thought-
is
Is
it
Bob.
Bob?
Bob.
I thought you were
Yeah,
talking
Bob.
about
It is Bob,
what's
right?
the one that he's like, I love to make chili.
Kevin.
And he's Kevin.
Yeah,
No.
that's Baby J.
Okay. Well, there we go.
Baby J's
We're
There you
more
go.
like The Office.
Yeah,
The Office. That's so
Bunch
hilarious.
of bunch
I
of
guess.
weirdos in the office.
Shawn Michael.
yeah.
Okay, next question. It's you.
It's me.
Let's get deep.
I already did mine. You would go deeper.
Deeper. Have you ever been mocked for something unexpected?
That right
Unexpected.
there.
So like something surprising, like something that you didn't know. Is that what the question is kind of asking? That's kind of what I'm picking up. Mocked for something unexpected. So like
I was mocked one time for being fat. I didn't know it.
you didn't know
You
you're
didn't know you got mocked, or you didn't know you were fat.
Both.
I can't think
man,
of
that's
anything.
funny.
I don't think I've ever been mocked. I mean, my brothers pick on me, but
I don't think I've ever been mocked.
Mocked?
Mocked.
What is mocked? Like bullying?
kind of
It's no, it's
Or like-
it's
like
not
taunting?
bullying. It's
Bullied
almost
before,
like
man.
taunting.
people be mean,
yeah,
dude.
kind of like
Haha.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't have a dad. Like
whoa.
that?
I mean, I guess, but like unexpected, like I don't know. Like I feel like it also has to be like something. I guess something like that could
like
be.
being
It's
made
gotta
fun
be
of.
something
Maybe like a
deep.
trait.
That's kind of deep, isn't it?
see, like for example, my mom. I don't know if I can say this word. I don't know if I would get censored. But do you know the derogatory term that they would call Mexicans?
Wetbacks.
Wet.
Yeah, can we say
Oh.
that? Okay,
I
so
I could say it.
When my mom was like,
You
when
should-
she
it doesn't- you shouldn't
Why-
say
You
it.
shouldn't say. it.
either way,
But yeah, we understand.
when my mom first moved to the U.S., she didn't speak English, obviously. And the one kid that could communicate with her got stuck with her to help her in her classes. And he got a lot of like mocking from all the other students because he was the only one that could communicate. So he started bullying her and started calling her wetback. And she never understood what that meant because for her it was like, what, like she would ask other people like, what does that mean? And they were like, well, the translation means like wet back, like you have your back that's wet. And she would always be like, why? Like it's not. So like for me, it's like that's what I would understand is like
mocking.
she's being mocked. It's unexpected. She doesn't
Unexpected.
really understand what it is, but like it was clearly derogatory in her
Yeah.
time. But I personally haven't had an experience like that.
Yeah, I highly doubt any of us really have had anything
Yeah.
like that or even
Off the top of my
similar.
head.
Thank God.
To
I
like-
feel bad for the people
I've only
that do.
been mocked for things that are expected.
Yeah.
You know, like it was like, you know.
Actually, I was actually called a wetback one time at work, and that guy got
Oh,
in
you
trouble, big
did?
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The president of the company came
Called you?
down and talked to him, and he made him apologize to me, and he got lucky he didn't get fired.
You could have
but-
sued.
Yeah,
You could have. Yeah, you could have sued for emotional damage.
yeah. Oh no, it's what the way he did it because I was we were doing a job outside, and there was a bucket of water because we were working in a muddy area, so we were supposed to wash off our boots. But while I was digging a hole, he got water, got it, and threw it on my back, and he's like, "Ha ha, wet back." And the project manager was right there.
Heard
And
that?
she's like, "No, you don't do that." And then she pretty much told the
President.
supervisor, and then the supervisor told the president
dang.
of the company.
That's cool that
Honestly,
your
that's just
supervision
like-
stood up for you, though.
Yeah,
That is
she
awesome.
got mad
man.
at. She got up in his face, and she was just like pissed. And it was this white lady.
Nice.
Yeah, she got up in his face.
Now,
and she
now
was
the
just
guy
like,
was the guy actually kind of cool with you, or was
no,
he?
so that's why
There you go.
I kind of threw him under the bus too. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, I would have like it would have been fine if like we would have been a little bit more there, but we weren't. Like I didn't really know you that much.
Yeah.
Was he Mexican? I forget.
No, he was a white dude.
Racist.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Black and white right
yeah,
there.
that's why I was like, you know what? The supervisor came up to me and he was like, how are you offended because of what he did, or like how do you feel?
I would have been.
And I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm not really cool with him like that. So, yeah, I did find a problem with it. And he's like, okay, well, we're going to take care of this. And he's like, we're going to bring this up to upper management. And then the president of the company ended up coming down and, yeah, talking to him.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah,
That's wild.
that's the closest thing.
Yeah, I can honestly say I don't recall or do I remember being mocked up like by something. And
Meanwhile, in
yeah,
his head, he's just getting like all these bullied memories.
Oh.
trauma.
Just
No,
crying.
yeah,
He's
no,
like, I
yeah.
don't remember anything.
If anything, my brothers bullied me more than anything. But I mean, like they're my brothers, so it's like whatever.
Yeah, that's expected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unexpected as well. Yeah, that I could think of off the top of my head. No idea. None that I could think of.
Okay.
Oh.
Next question, or yeah,
No
no one really had anything else, huh?
No.
Mm.
Next question then.
All right, I'll go. What do you believe is the ultimate purpose in life?
Ooh.
The ultimate purpose in life.
Life. I think I was thinking right now about what the pastor said today. He said basically, or it wasn't the pastor. It was the first service who preached.
Ish.
Ish.
Yeah, brother Ish. He had mentioned. I don't know if it was him. Maybe I'm confusing it.
Yeah.
He
Oh no,
preached.
you weren't here for that one.
No, I mean I got
So it
there
was
late.
pastor.
It was the pastor there. He said something like basically love yourself. I mean, no, not love yourself. Love God and then love everyone else. And for me, that just kind of stuck. I'm like, if you do that, then I guess you're giving purpose to not just yourself, but to others. And that's what God wants. That was for me. Like, that's for me the purpose of life.
Mm-hmm.
Say it again. What was it?
Love God and then
God
love everyone
and
else.
then love everyone else. Oh, that's good.
That's good. Yeah.
That's my purpose.
I think for me, the purpose, because like recently, I've been studying a lot about like what I believe in, like our doctrine. And I've been learning a lot about like who God is and like the fact that he is this great, amazing, all-knowing, ever-present God. And I keep getting stuck on the fact that like this amazing God created us to love us, really. Like that really, like it's kind of a hard thing to understand that this great God would want to give us life, would want to give us an inheritance, would want to give us purpose. And so because of that, I feel like part of our purpose is, it's like a circle. It's like God created us and God loves us. So therefore our purpose is, like what you said, to love him back. And yeah, in turn that like translates in how you love others and how you have an impact in the world. But like the more that I think about it, it's like my purpose here is for God to be my first, above everything, above my relationship, above my job, above myself. It needs to be that, my relationship with God. And so like, yeah, I would agree with what you're saying as far as others as well, but I would say that's first.
Amen.
Yeah. I would say, to try to make it as simple as possible, just because there's many ways to word this and many ways to explain it. But the ultimate goal, I would say, is to get to heaven. So with that being said, like I think of it, obviously there's more that more tasks, more things that you can do or should do.
Yeah.
But your main goal for yourself is to get to heaven. I think of it kind of like when you're in a plane and the things come down. Your responsibility is not to give oxygen to somebody else. Your responsibility is to take your mask, put it on yourself, and then go out and help people. So make sure you get to heaven first before you go out and try to fix somebody else's problems,
Or
fix
help
somebody
others.
else's issues.
Yeah, I think my answer would be similar to all of you guys' answers, but more of following God's master plan that he has directly for you. So you kind of know what direction you're going, if everything is going good, and if it's not going good, it's because there's a reason you weren't supposed to go towards that direction, or how a lot of preachers normally say there's open doors and closed doors. If the door is closed, it either means you're supposed to wait, or that's just not the direction that God wants you to go. So I'd probably say, understanding when closed doors are closed and going through the open doors that God opens for you, and continuing to see the success that he brings you through those areas, and bringing everything to God to guide you even further, and just giving it all to him.
It's good.
What about yours?
Next question says, name one thing you are proud to have accomplished. Who wants to start it?
One proud thing.
Accomplished.
Real quick, I guess I'll start. For me, my job, I don't know if you guys remember, it took like it takes a long time to apply for it, and then once you get into it, it's not like, oh, you have the job. It's you have to go through like 6 months of training, and then you still have 1 year probation. And I think I was so relieved when I was able to just basically finish the training and finish that 1 year probation, because it's stressful, it's hard, and it's just like every day. I like legit. Whenever I would wait, I would have nightmares, and I would be like freaking out. I would be sleeping, and I'll be like thinking about the job, thinking about like a 911 call, and thinking about like, oh, I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just had a nightmare about my job. And then I was just like, some days I would be frustrated, some days I was just like, oh, I have to go. Other days I would be getting out so like mentally drained and just fatigued. And once I was done with the training, once I was done through that year, I was like, I did it, but even then it still didn't end. It was like kind of like I was less stressful every day. I was kind of like, okay, this is getting a little bit, you get used to it basically. And now I can say I'm in a place where I love my job. I love what I do. I love the companionship or my coworkers, and I love it, and I can do it forever. But at the same time, I'm like, like I worked my butt off for that, it was so much, but I am so grateful that I accomplished and I got through that. And thank the Lord for all his help and stuff, and for a lot of people too around me, my family, my friends, who helped me get into the job, go through that time. And then now I'm just like, enjoying the fruit of the labor that I put into it.
Yeah,
That's good.
I'll say for mine, I haven't gotten my license yet, so I'm, that's literally the very next step. But becoming an X-ray tech, just going through all the schooling, it took a little longer than it was supposed to because of COVID, and procedures weren't coming in and stuff like that. But ultimately, all the nights that I couldn't hang out with my friends and all the vacations I couldn't go on, it ended up, ultimately paying off. So.
Right.
Becoming, in my field of radiology, becoming an X-ray tech.
I'm like kind of stumped because I'm thinking of like what like we've accomplished like as a couple, and like I'm trying to think like, oh, what we've accomplished. But I think me personally right now where I'm at, I'm proud that I'm still strong in my faith.
Amen.
I think this year, like I've mentioned it in my podcast, losing my dad, marriage in general. I mean, not that our marriage is not good or anything, but marriage is it's hard work. You gotta work with one another, and that takes faith, and that takes courage, and then you also have to deal with your own personal things, your own personal struggles, And throughout this entire year, like I feel like my faith was tested. Like it wasn't my mom's faith, it wasn't even my husband's faith, it was my faith. It was my own decision to wake up every morning and like, I'm going to read, I'm going to pray, I'm going to fast this day, I'm going to seek God. And so the fact that after 2 years of being married, I've been solidifying my relationship with God more and more on my own, I'm really proud of that.
Amen.
Because that gives me faith that as a mother someday, I'm going to be what I saw in my mom. Like she was just so firm, and whatever came in her life, like she knew what she believed in. And so, yeah, just staying firm in my faith.
That's
Oh
awesome.
my gosh, guys. Oh, so beautiful.
What about you, babe?
It's gonna sound weird, but I think the way I approach everything, because there's a lot of different projects that I could easily name. One of the biggest things that in my life is obviously my marriage, but also everything that I normally go into, I have a tendency of going 110%, and sometimes even more. And even with the podcast itself, just the progress of it all, and my business with Copper Rose Plumbing, and everything at work as well. Like there's multiple spots where I've accomplished a lot of things, and it makes me feel good, but it also makes me understand that's not where I'm supposed to end at. So it pushes me to accomplish more in other areas. So it like feeds off of each other to aid a different section. So I think it would be the biggest one, my relationship with you, my marriage, but that feeding off into other projects and other things that I have going on. So yeah,
that driving mindset,
consistently moving forward.
Yeah,
like today, what the preaching was, little by little.
Yeah.
He always says this, which is, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And if you carry that mindset with your marriage or with your job or your future, it's like it's that much easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not a sprint; it's a marathon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it your next question or mine?
No, it's gonna be yours.
What is something you've been very stressed about recently?
Trying to get my license.
And by license, he means his X-ray technician license, not his driver's license.
Yeah, no. I'm not stressed about that. Although, honestly, I don't know when I need to retake it. Pretty soon, hopefully. Or hopefully not. But
so
yeah.
It's coming up, right?
It's probably coming up. What?
No, I mean like your
driving license or?
No, your X-ray.
license? Wait, you have a driver's license?
I have a driver's
Your
license.
X-ray license.
The X-ray license, yes. Yeah. Literally tomorrow, I'm actually turning in paperwork. I wasn't able to because of the Thanksgiving weekend, but I finally got all my papers from my site, so I'm able to turn in the paperwork now. And with that, I can submit my application to where I can schedule my state exam.
Nice.
But yeah, it's for me. It's like, I'm not too worried. I am worried about because it is a hard test, but because of my grade in the final, I'm confident into going into the state exam, because usually the final's actually harder than state exam. At least that's kind of how they trained us and kind of prepared us,
right?
Which is good. So I'm not too worried about the exam itself, but just the process. It's such a long process. It takes, I don't know. I have no idea how long it's going to take to get to actually schedule the test. But to get the results, I know it's like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a little bit of a long process, but
it's a waiting process.
That's kind of one thing that's stressing me out.
Yeah. For me, it's been overcoming my mind. So I struggle sometimes. So the saying, like when they say, like, if you're worried about something, don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like counterproductive, because you're like, okay, I'm trying not to worry.
But now
all I can think about is worrying. And I think a lot of the times I focus on how I feel and not so much on what is fact and what is truth.
That's good.
And even though I said earlier, like, I'm proud that I'm still standing firm in my faith, that's not been easy, because there's a lot of times where what I see in front of me is like, I don't feel the progress. I don't feel like there's change. I don't feel like I'm progressing. And I have to get out of that mindset and believe, God, you have a plan. God, you know what you're doing. God,
yes,
there's a will. So I've been stressed about my mindset. I want to wake up tomorrow and be strong and not be anxious and not be a person that gets worried about things, and just be like my husband, where he's just, you're good, you're fine. Like, it's not a big deal. And a lot of people around me are like that. And I'm like, I'm trying to get there, but I'm emotional sometimes, and I focus on how I feel. And so that's what I've been stressed about. Yeah. I've been stressing about not trying to be stressed, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I totally feel you, Kes. Like, I'm also very emotional. And sometimes I see people around and I'm like, are they not emotional? Am I just super overly emotional?
Without crying during Coco.
During what?
During Coco.
The movie.
Oh, yeah.
Coco Melon.
Oh.
Remember me.
Yeah. Remember.
But yeah, what's it called? Yeah, I know. I totally agree. Joel is like sometimes like the coolest cucumber ever. He's just like, are you not gonna cry? This is Titanic.
I cry on the inside.
I cries in the
which
inside.
makes me fatter.
So real quick, I don't think I'm stressed about anything right now. Like I was telling you both in the parking lot today at church, I am like leaving my job and I'm going to be pursuing or looking for something else. And I feel it's when you kind of prepare and you kind of have a backup plan, and when you know, like, you either have something like to fall onto, like basically if you worked hard and you have some savings, if you know you're capable of doing different types of jobs, or and it doesn't have to be with a job, it could be with anything else. And overall also, like, I think lately I've just been trying to just focus on God, and like, whatever's going to happen it's what you want to happen.
Right.
And I'm just going to let go of the reins, and I'm going to let you take control. You're going to do your part, and I'm going to eventually have to do my part. And I remember one of Stephen Furtick. Furtick. He talked about one preaching where he was like saying, like, you have to see it as you're at the bench press, you're going to be doing the workout, you're going to be pushing the bar up and down, but your spotter is God. So you're doing the hard work, but just remember, God is going to be there. He's going to grab the bar when you can't pull it up. He's going to be the one that's going to get you out of that situation. That's how you're going to get stronger. You're using the bench press to get stronger, but when you feel like you can't do that last rep and you just want to give up, God's going to be there, grab the bar and help you out of there. And to me, I always use that analogy because I love to work out and I love to just think about that. And now I just like want to use that every day of my life. Like, whatever happens, but I'm going to do my part. I'm going to, like, stick it out every day, and then the rest is all God, So no, I'm not stressed out about anything. Obviously I worry about things, but it's not like, I'm just kind of like, oh, if it happens, it happens,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird, but
It's good.
yeah.
Yeah, I think back in 1990, no, I don't think I've been stressed in a while now. I think there was a point where
I don't stress you out.
you don't stress me out.
Do I stress you out?
You stress me.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I've been stressed. No, I was kidding. No, I don't think I've been stressed for a while now. I think I finally went through a big experience not so long ago that helped me go past that point where it kind of cleared things up. There's no reason to stress out anymore. Like, yes, bad things do happen and certain situations can be stressful, but stress can be a good thing as far as like short-term stress, because it helps you get certain things done. Like if you're stressing out about maybe turning in some paperwork for your license, yeah, it's going to be a little bit stressful, but you got to remember that stress is going to force you to, hey, I have to double check, triple check, quadruple check, make sure my name is spelled right, the date is right, everything is good, and then turn it in, and make sure you turn it in before the given allowed date that is the deadline for it. So a lot of it is small short-term stress that can be helpful, and the other type of stress that can be daunting and have you truly stressing. Now I feel I've already gone past that point because of the fact that it does suck in the moment and it can scare you, but in reality you just have to remember, I think one of the other quotes I've always said before, fear, there's nothing to fear but fear itself.
Right.
You're afraid of something that hasn't happened yet, that can't happen yet, that you can prevent. That
was that JFK?
JFK.
Yeah.
That still hasn't happened yet. So you're stressing about something that hasn't even happened yet, and there's still a big possibility that you can change. So I think that's what I've learned, my capability of that change being possible deletes that stress.
Right.
Knowing that, oh, something's about to pop up where I'm afraid of the outcome in the future, will change what you're doing now to change that outcome. And I think that's why a lot of the times I've told Kez, and it's hard to understand and really be able to communicate to someone where it's like, stop stressing out about it. Like it's simple. Like just don't think about it like that.
Yeah.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, it is definitely easier said than done.
Right.
But it's, in other words, taking control of your life. And then once you get to that point where you do take control of your life, you'll be living much better, and you'll understand, look, yes, this is stressful. This is something that's the bills got to get paid. The mortgage is due. I don't know where the next job is going to pop up or something like that. Stressing about something with the family. You got to just remember, one, we as Christians live our life on a faith-based walk. So we should, not all of us do, but we should walk with faith that everything is going to be great. And like you were saying with that bench press, when it comes down to that bar is going to just come and slam you right in the face, you have to know that God's going to pretty much
Hold
on to that bar and not let it smash you in the face. So I think once you know,
2 Corinthians 5:7 is walk by faith, not by sight.
yeah, there you go. Knowing that, look, once I realize I can push myself to the limit and know that there is that backup from your spotter, it makes it so much easier to push past that point and know that, look, today I maxed out. Tomorrow I'm going to max out. The day after that, I will max out. The day after that, I'm going to max out because I know there won't be that bar that's going to eventually crush me. That hasn't happened yet, and it won't happen because of the fact that you have faith.
Amen. Hallelujah.
So, yeah.
Made me tear up, babe.
Yeah.
I think
Alex teared up a little bit too.
Okay. Did you?
Do you guys have?
I'm like stunned. I'm sorry, because like obviously like I'm listening and like I'm hearing my husband, but then at the same time it's like I've seen like how much you've grown and how much you like your mindset has changed, and it's just kind of like that's the man I married, you know. And all of you guys, like I'm hearing you guys, and I'm just like you guys are so like mature and like. You guys know what you believe in, and that's really they're single ladies. That's very attractive to have that in someone. I'll be their wingman.
Thank you, Cass. Appreciate it. You did get lucky, Joel.
Why do you say it like that?
Cass, Joel. All right.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
No, that's I think that was the last question, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, well, we will wrap it up there. Once again, shout out to Hear Me Out. Go check it out. The link will be in the description down below. It's Kez and Luzla's podcast. Great episodes, great topics. Go out there and check them out. Subscribe to them. Subscribe to us. And I hope you guys have a great day.
Yeah.
And
let's clap it out.
Blessed day.
Let's hit it with the last intro.
Bye. Love you.
Till next time.